Hello and welcome to Hawthorne Profiles, the show where we get up close and personal with the people in our community. I'm your host, Mary Marshall. You're in for a heartwarming show today. Have you ever wanted to do something but thought that you were too short or maybe too tall? Is there something else that's holding you back? Well, meet Alfonso Palacios. He doesn't take no for an answer.
Man, I've had a rough day, and I tell you, working out is a great way to take out some aggression. Alfonso Palacios knows exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a guy who had it really rough and got really mad, and so got really physical.
I never give up. I never submit. I'm always trying to be stronger.
Don't let Alfonso Palacios fool you. This 20-year-old is a bona fide brown belt in Kempo karate, and he does it all from a wheelchair.
I was born with a condition called spina bifida.
Alfonso was an infant when he had surgery to remove a tumor from his spinal cord. The operation cut nerves to his legs, and he hasn't been able to use them since.
At first, the doctor told me he was only going to live for 30 days.
He survived, but that was only the first of a total 7 surgeries, including ones to his brain and stomach. And as if going under the knife wasn't enough,
I had problems with people making fun of me. Some occasions where I was actually attacked.
That was middle and high school, a crucial time for many young people. And even though Alfonso's mother taught him not to fight back, he did.
I was growing more aggressive every year.
He found a way to channel his anger when an instructor with the California Youth Karate Club invited him to take lessons.
I just found this open door, and I was curious. I wanted to see what else I can find inside that door.
What he found was a sense of belonging.
I was accepted into something, and that was very difficult for me when I was younger, to be accepted into any group of kids.
Alfonso stuck with karate, moved up the ranks, and began to change.
He started gaining self-confidence, and he wasn't afraid anymore.
And he wasn't so hot-headed either.
Anger management was the key thing that helped me within the martial arts, which is what continues to keep me within the martial arts.
He's so mild and patient that he even teaches for the California Youth Karate Club on Wednesday afternoons at Zella Davis Elementary, the very same school he attended years ago.
He's positive in his approach to life, and he conveys that positive attitude to these kids in everything that he says and he does.
Alfonso Palacios is a dedicated individual. He's very determined.
Determined to make a difference and set a good example despite his disability. Parents and students say Alfonso does just that.
Some people say, oh, I'm in a wheelchair, I can't do anything, and not him. He put it to that's his goal, to teach us things that other people don't want to do.
If he can do it, anybody can do anything.
Alfonso is also reaching his goals in karate. He's only one step away from a black belt, and he's often placed first in local and international championships, competing against people who he describes as normal.
The thing about him is he's really strong, which is good, and whenever you throw a punch at him in the head or anything like that, he'll grab onto you like you guys saw, he'll elbow you, and all of his strikes are hard.
Alfonso says he does it all for his mom.
I wish one day I can look back to my mom and say, this is what I've gotten, this is what I have brought back to you, because I cannot walk.
He grew up in a single-parent household with 2 supportive older sisters, but it was Maria Palacios who watched with pride as her son overcame obstacles.
He's a real person. Real, I don't know. He's my angel. What more can I say?
Alfonso is getting an associate's degree in psychology at El Camino Community College. He wants to be a lawyer because he says he loves justice. But for now, he plans to stay in Hawthorne and teach kids karate.
I wanted to make their lives a little better, just like I was given a chance to succeed in something.
Man, what
What an inspiration. I tell you, Alfonso's example shows us that with hard work and determination, anyone can be a champion. Reporting for Hawthorne Profiles, I'm Michelle Mizell-Archer.
Wow, thanks, Michelle. That was a real pick-me-up story. It shows that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And the people of Hawthorne are doing just that to fight cancer. Here's a story of love, support, and survival at the annual Relay for Life.
All right, let's start with the purple survivors. Let's hear it for them.
Members of the community lined up on the Hawthorne High School track, ready to start the race. But they're not running, and no one is going to win. At least not today. They're in it for the long run, or walk in this case. Hawthorne is one of 4,800 communities across the country participating in Relay for Life, an event put on by the American Cancer Society to celebrate those who have survived and remember those who have died from cancer, and to fight back against the disease.
Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, famous, or just the guy down the street that nobody knows. Cancer does not discriminate.
Today I want to remember Eileen Bauman. She was my neighbor and my really good buddy, and I won't ever forget her.
1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will hear the words "you have cancer" in their lifetime, and 1 in 4 of those diagnosed will die. Fortunately, thanks to events like Relay for Life, the money needed for cancer research and support is being raised and helping to save lives.
Whatever money they're doing here, it goes for research, and without research, there's no hope of ever cancer being gotten rid of.
The students at Hawthorne High played a major role in fundraising for the relay this year. They sold Purple Hope bracelets, candy, luminaria bags, and went door to door asking for donations.
I'm out here today to basically fundraise for the American Cancer Society. I just put myself in the position that if I ever had cancer, I'd want someone to be helping me out.
The money goes to funding transportation for cancer patients, so people who cannot get rides to their appointments can get rides. It goes to gifts as wigs and turbans for women who are undergoing chemotherapy, and it goes to research.
Rosalinda Martinez and her sisters Virginia and Sonia know firsthand what it's like to lose a loved one to cancer.
My sister's name was Doris Chavez. She passed away at the age of 36 due to breast cancer.
Doris was the youngest of 9 siblings and is sous chef for a hotel restaurant in Las Vegas.
We used to sit and do recipes together. She's just a wonderful person, very big-hearted, always gave of herself before, others.
Doris died just 15 days after being diagnosed with cancer.
We're lucky to have had her as long as we did.
Rosalinda and her sisters are eternally optimistic despite Doris's short-lived battle with cancer.
I think she would say she's a survivor.
Cancer never sleeps, and neither do the relay participants who walk for 24 hours through the night.
I want to be able to walk for the people that doesn't have a voice right now, who's at home, sick.
Some of the most devoted walkers are cancer survivors.
I was first diagnosed with prostate cancer in 1994.
Thanks to modern medicine, Bob is currently cancer-free.
I think cancer has touched almost every family. And I think if we're going to whip it, everybody has to get involved in it.
Some people rest in their tents, others continue making their way around the track, lined with luminarias, dedicated to those who have lost their life to cancer and those who are still fighting. For everyone who's gone, their battle with cancer lives through all those that remember them. For HCTV, I'm Kate Larson.
Thanks, Kate, for that encouraging story. This year, Hawthorne's Relay for Life raised about $18,000. Now, if you want to donate, you can log on to www.cancer.org. And that does it for this edition of Hawthorne Profiles. I'm your host, Mary Marshall. I hope you've enjoyed our inspirational show. We'll see you next time.